got the title changed, so we got a new looking uh, new looking stream. So let's go ahead, and I'm bringing up Facebook on my phone so I can look at the chat, since I doubt there'll be anybody on Twitch, but who knows. So let's get to this, shall we? Alright, here's our girl, Raven Shadow Speaker. Now, hopefully things don't get too loud, because I've got the volume up pretty high for me. So, of course, who knows? Maybe that might be a good thing, because maybe then if there's big loud sounds, I'll react and make it a little bit more entertaining, I guess. But anyway, I was trying to find my newest stream on here. Alright, anyways. Well, oh, oh no, this is where we left off. Okay, so before we get started and continue, let's see if there are any cosmetic outfits that we can put on her. I'm just trying to get a spot where there's better light so we can see. Alright. Give me a quick second. I'm trying to find this stream on Facebook, and I'm not having any luck. It wouldn't be so bad if this thing would just refresh. It's probably not in any kind of order anyways, which is frustrating. Something should be popping up. I don't know why. Alright, here we go. I found it. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, collections. Appearance. Costumes. Alright. Now, you'll be able to see her on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side is the description. Actually, I should say is the name of the outfits. In the middle is description. And so, I'm not going to go through them all because that would just take too long. I'm trying to see if I can find one that I would like for her. Because there are, you can see I'm flipping through, and there's a lot. I'm not going to do the Toxin Doctor, which is what I have on my main. Where is that one? I'm just going to just hit one and just see what it looks like. There we go. Obviously, I don't want her looking like that. I just didn't know what she was going to look like. No, definitely not. I know I've got some female outfits in here. No, that's formal. I know that's formal. Where is those outfits? How about Madame Marco? That might not be bad of an outfit for her. What do you think? Should we run around that for a bit? Let me see if there's... Oh, Dark Seducer. How about that one? Just maybe take the helmet off? Yeah, let's do that. Let's try that. Hats. I know there's a spot where you can remove it. I just cannot remember where. Wait. Hide your helm. Let's try that for now. If any of you have any thoughts about it, let me know. So for now, she's in her new outfit. Now all this is cosmetic, which just means it's the appearance. The goofy outfit she had on before with the little cat hat, that's still there. It's just hidden. That's the purpose of cosmetic outfits, so that way you can make your character look completely different than what they're actually wearing. So, let's get to it, shall we? Ooh, I've got that stupid thing on the screen that says OBS is using my webcam. At least that's where I can see it, and it's going to block things for me. So I'll have to remember when I can to get rid of that. But we'll worry about that later. Alright, there's our buddy Abner Tharn. Handsome devil, isn't he? Alright, let's talk to him.
You must be here about my summons. Good, good. I was just telling Lord Gareshri and Chimera that someone would answer my call. Since you're here, I presume you will wholeheartedly agree to help us save Elsewhere from a rage of dragons.
A rage of dragons?
So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiiti Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived.
Liberate Rimmon?
Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate.
Alright, tell me more about these surges of power.
I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Do these surges of energy have something to do with the dragons?
Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp.
Let's see. Who are you?
What do they teach young people these days? You've never heard of the great Abner Tharn, advisor to emperors and battle mage supreme? No? Well, take my word for it. I'm a very important personage. You should feel honored to meet me.
I'm going to warn you now, there's going to be times where you kind of love-hate the guy, and then there's times where you just plain hate him. But he's funny sometimes. Alright, who's Sir Cadwell? One of my favorite characters.
Never heard of Cadwell? Don't tell him that. Cadwell may be the oldest soul shriven in Cold Harbor. For all his eccentricities, he's certainly the most sane. Fancies himself a knight of old. If you find him, secure his help against the dragons.
Alright. And, yeah, Cold Harbor, that's the area you go to if you encounter the hooded figure, if you travel to another region. But I'm not going to get into that. You'll see it sometime later on when we get that far. Alright, you mentioned Lord Gareshri and Chimera. Tell me about them.
Lord Gareshri is the Speaker of the Main and the Commander of the Northern Elsewhere Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask them.
You mentioned the Khajiit were trying to liberate Rimmon. He'll probably tell us not to worry about that right now.
My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and other parts of northern Elsewhere about 6 years ago. The Khajiiti Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmon is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse.
What's the Khajiiti Defense Force?
A militia drawn from the prides of northern Elsewhere. Gareshri, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis. With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the Defense Force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons.
Alright. Goodbye. Alright, so you can see it's put our quests on the right side of the screen. It says investigate power searches, and then talk to Lord Gareshri, and talk to Chimera. So we're going to talk to them. I just turned around because I saw this person show up. So we're going to talk to Lord Gareshri first.
You're responding to Abnur Tharn's letter. one of the promising adventurers. I hope you can help us. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold, and the province of Northern Elsewhere, also known as Anequina. I am the speaker of the Maine.
If you keep seeing me looking down, I've got my phone here, and I've got this stream opened up in Facebook into comments. So I check every once in a while to see if any of you have made comments. So that's what I'm doing. The Speaker of the Maine?
A position in which I served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Maine. In addition, I command the Northern Elsewhere Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately.
More than dragons?
A few years ago, Abnor Tharn's half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and parts of Northern Elsewhere. We recently liberated Riverhold, and we're about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons appeared. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
What can I do to help?
Do what Abnor Tharn asked. Just as he once served as advisor to emperors, he has agreed to help me formulate strategies and tactics for use against the dragons. It is the least he can do, since he had a hand in setting the horrid beasts loose.
Goodbye. Alright, now we're going to talk to Chimera.
Another outsider comes to Elsewhere, as if we did not have enough problems between Abnor Tarn and the dragons. Ah, do not mind me. Great beasts rampaging through my homeland tends to put me in a foul mood.
Here's one of the reasons why I love Elder Scrolls Online. Just look at Chimera. Look, I mean, for a cat person, she is beautifully crafted. I mean, just, you know, the colors, the textures, the personality they put into her voice, it all just fits. And I mean, this is just one of the things that I love about this game is some of the characters are just so beautifully done. They have great storylines, you know, great voice acting. So all in all, this is just a great game. And I really like Chimera. I remember her from the last time I played. All right, who are you?
I am Chimera. I assist the Speaker of the Maine and serve as his agent. With both the usurper queen and the dragons ravaging Northern Elsewhere, there is much for me to do. Too much, I fear. But I will persevere.
Tell me more about the dragons.
What can I tell you that you cannot guess? That these fearsome creatures of legend have returned to threaten Elsewhere? That much is obvious. Damn it. This is all Abnor Tharn's fault. Dark Moons, take him!
What do you mean this is all Abnor Tharn's fault?
That arrogant Imperial! For an advisor to emperors and a renowned battle mage, he demonstrates a disturbing lack of caution. It was Abnor Tharn who entered the halls of Colossus and released the dragons. He says that was not his intention, but...
You don't believe him?
What do my beliefs matter? Dragons have come to Elsewhere, destroying everything I hold dear. As the Moon Singers say, the path to oblivion is paved in good intentions. So, damn Abnor Tharn. Damn him for unleashing this terror upon us.
Goodbye. Oh, I got a new subscriber. Wonderful. Oh, for YouTube. Well, Thad1Us. It's popped up on my screen. So when we get to that part, Thad, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. I really appreciate it. All right. Now, please tell me that's not going to stay on my screen. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll find out once it catches up. Nope, it's not on your screen, but it's on mine. So, I hate that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of that. So, anyways, let's get out of here. Actually, we need to look for bookcases. Here's a rack of Lotus Tea. I forgot. When you're in a new place, always check. And if it doesn't turn red, it's not stealing it. Let's see, here's weapons and stuff. But these you can't have. They're just for display purposes. And always check bookshelves. And you may think, why? Just because that there are times when you're going to come across a book. Drink. And here's something that always cracked me up about this game. I don't know if you noticed, but I put my cursor over this goblet right here. And it said, drink. So I click on it. You take the contents of the cup. You don't take the cup itself. So I'm just picturing like, any character just walking up, grabbing it, and where's it going? I don't understand. But anyways, always, like I said, always search your bookshelves, because the skills that you have, the ones that we put the points in, like her abilities and stuff, there are books that will give experience points to specific skills. So you will unlock and level up skills you're not even using, or that you normally wouldn't have access to without these books. So, like I said, never turn away a bookshelf. Unless, of course, you're being attacked. Oh, wow, I can look at the bookshelf from that far away. And you'll be able to tell when you've come across a book that was helpful. It will let you know. Let's see, there's a bunch in here. And some bottles. Okay. And also, drinks, that they help for health as well. So sometimes in a pinch, let's see. I just want to see if there's any more cups. Tomatoes, those are for crafting. Pumpkins, crafting. Oh, you can search the desk. Pewter necklace, that can just be sold, or if it was, if you really wanted to, it could be enchanted. Oh, I forgot with these upperhead cabinets. Why you would keep raw fish up in those cabinets is beyond me. Let's see. The cabinet's empty. Desk. Manganese. Now that was a type of ore. That's, I believe, used when you're crafting weapons and armor. I can't remember what term they use for that. It's kind of like I think it has to do with what type of armor you're making, whether it's Khajiit armor or high elf armor or something like that. Each one needs a specific type of ore to be able to fashion it. All right, man, that Google Chrome announcement on my screen is just really bugging me. So what do we do? Investigate power surges. So let's find where that's supposed to go. And that webcam notification's bugging me too. Alright, I'm going to get rid of these things real quick. It's just going to take a moment. Hopefully. Maybe not. Alright, close that. Hide notification. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. What do we got? Investigate power surges. Alright. So we're just going to cut through because I'm headed straight in the... Well, it's probably outside the town. I'm sure it is. It would make sense. So, mount up. I guess it probably would have been smart if I would have actually found a merchant and got rid of some stuff. I wonder if I can go this way. Huh. It's like somebody was waiting here, or supposed to be waiting. Let's see. Looks like I'm gonna need to be Wait, is that the power? Oh, different surge. What is that? Oh, just a frog. I know, you're like, what is with this guy? Has he got like ADHD or something? It's like squirrel. It's like, no, I kind of know what I'm doing. I've never actually gone this route to get to it before, so crud. Well, you are dealing with a somewhat of an idiot, so let's just get across the water. And yeah, if you jump in deep water, you automatically are dismounted. So and sprinting uses up stamina. You can see it. Ooh, cornflower. That may not. Let's put so cornflower is a difficult flower to find. Torchbug works the same as butterflies. Ooh, look at that. That is another sky shard. Let's go get it. I know it's taking me away from where we're supposed to be going. That was a sound. I thought maybe it was an enemy. Okay. Figure out how to get to it. We have to be on the rocks, apparently. Here we go. There we are. And Sky Shard. See, it says pieces collected 2 out of 3. So once I find one more Sky Shard, then I can, I'll get a skill point. And, alright, let's get away with the water. It's a little bit loud for me. Get here where I can think, look at the map. Okay, so I'm wanting to see those little circles. Power surges. Okay, so actually we're right close to one of them. So I probably don't even need to mount up because it looked like I was really close. There's something. What is that? A dire wolf. Yeah, that white energy you see going into her. That's from the soul tap or soul trap spell. If I had any empty gems, then it would have filled one. I know I mentioned that in the last one, but I wasn't sure. Okay, I'm supposed to investigate, but it looks like I haven't. Here we go. Here we go. I knew there was something. Discarded orders. Alright, this shouldn't take too long to read. Squad Commander Pantheus, both Her Majesty Queen Euraxia and her court necromancer Zumog Foom have detected a series of unknown surges of magical energy, uncomfortably close to Rimmond's western borders. You are to immediately divert your squad and investigate the locations indicated on the accompanying map. Your orders are to investigate each area, note any unusual creatures or occurrences, and capture any bystanders for interrogation. To be clear, Her Majesty wants them alive. Failure is not an option. Lieutenant Lepida, 1st Euraxian Legion. Alright, so that was that. I could never understand why they won't let you loot like NPC, bodies like that. Alright, look at the map. Alright. Get here. Mount up. And Elsewhere is one of the most one of the more visually pleasing places to me in some areas. I mean, elsewhere, as you can tell just by looking around, it's kind of a desert area. Ooh, I got attacked by something. Oh, dune rippers. Oh, I hate that. They burrow underground. They come after you that way. So obviously, they can't. Uh-oh. I have 3 on me now. Whew. That was close. Rawhide scraps and carapace. I believe rawhide scraps are used for making armor. Okay, that was intense. Oh, there's another one. Foul-smelling sack. Uh-oh. Rotten turkey leg found is this rotten turkey leg found in a sack full of spoiled foodstuffs appears to have been partially eaten. I'm not sure why I'm going to take that, but I think I had to. So now I've got a rotten turkey leg in my inventory. Yum yum. Don't touch, rat. I'm going to have to name him. That'd be something. You should be able, down in the comments if you're able to, or next time you're in here with me, help me think of a name. I can't physically name him, but be something good to, refer to him as. Oops. Alright, where was I? Oh, great. I can see a couple more. That's another bad thing. Certain areas, there are creatures that inhabit it more than others. So unfortunately, we happen to be in an area that the Dune Rippers like to be in. And they're one of my least favorite enemies to fight in elsewhere. Great, now I have to find out where that other...
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us. But where do you think it came from?
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Just waiting for the dialogue to end, just in case they would stop when I got it close. Oh, okay. You heard 2 voices, male and female. The female voice came from this cat. Remember, yesterday I was talking about the different, I don't know what you want to call it, not different levels, oh, you know what I'm trying to say. And not different forms, different evolutions, maybe, of the Khajiit people. So, there's your talking little one. I'm sure we'll get to talk to her. Actually, let's go ahead and talk to her now, just so we can enjoy it. Woo! Handsome devil.
What a stench. That's the stink of Cold Harbor, Walker. How such a fearsome and dangerous creature ended up dead beneath our favorite rocky outcropping, this one does not wish to speculate. Only an extremely powerful mage could summon such a monster.
Goodbye. So it doesn't look like we were meant to talk to her, but there you go. Your first, your first time getting to see a talking kitty cat.
Don't touch the dead thing. They do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
Goodbye. Okay, so talk to
I saw
Larahad?
you, traveler. Why do all outsiders insist on acting suspiciously?
Okay. Larahad or something.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you
Cadwell.
one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
Skulking and slinking. Oh. What man with the pot on his head?
Do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen?
The Usurper Queen?
Uraxi, the hated Imperial who conquered Rim and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not say it. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head.
Where did the man with the pot on his head go?
You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, south of Riverhole. Just stop skulking around.
I wasn't skulking. Right, I'll just go find this man with the pot on his head. Jeez. So he's that way, huh? Well, let's see how far we have to go. Oh yeah, he's not terribly far, but we're gonna go ahead and go on foot. We'll come down here on the road. Kind of a partially unsaid and yet partially said rule in these kind of games. If you don't want to be attacked regularly, stay on the roads. Most monsters are away from the roads, because you saw there was a cinch rot. Is what they call the big, at least that type of big cat. The one that kind of looks like a lynx, I think. See? Uh-oh. I got something mad. Or I was close enough. You can tell when you get close, when an enemy sees you, you will hear that boom. And that's just before you usually hear something. But sometimes it's just that boom. And that's an indication that you've been spotted by an enemy. It's been a while since I've been in elsewhere, but this is one of my favorite regions. Just mostly because you can actually fight dragons here on the regular. There's a daily quest that you can get when you get in, actually get to Rimmon, where you go and fight 3 dragons. If you remember yesterday, when we were at one of the way shrines or whatever, I think they're called way shrines. I don't remember. I was talking about the 3 dragon. They call them hunting grounds, and that's as many people as you want can go there. You don't have to team up or anything like that. You just show up, and then when the dragon shows up, you attack. And if the dragon kills you, then you are respawned to the nearest way shrine, and then you just have to hoof it back. And as long as you kill the dragon with the help of as many people, you can loot it. Here's Cadwell, and he's a character. He's one of my favorites just because of the way he talks, and you'll see why.
It looks just like that lovely place I dreamed of. Must be why my portals led me here. Eventually.
Right, now now we're going to talk to Cadwell.
Hello. You come to pay your respects to this poor fellow, too? It was the strangest thing. I was looking at this very gravestone in a dream. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Is that gravestone important?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream, after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through it all, and then pish-posh, on as a bantam, and here I am.
Admiral Tharn sent me to check on surges of power he detected.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it? Hmm?
What happened at the other sites you visited before you found this gravestone?
Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender. Have you even imagined such a thing? Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
I saw that bantam guar rummaging around in a foul-smelling sack at one site.
Foul smelling, I'll have you know, that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by bantam guar you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
And did you also dispatch the ogrim I found at one of the sites?
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Scroop was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Goodbye. I hope you can see why Cadwell's one of my favorites. Alright, so we gotta go look at the gravestone. Ancient gravestone. Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden until Joan and Jode fall from the sky. Joan and Jode are, if I remember right, they're heroes in the Khajiit. I don't want to say pantheon because I don't know if they're actual deities, but they're either heroes or deities, but they're worshipped. So there's that. All right, back to Cadwell. I'm not sure what he's doing, but what are you going to do?
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
Hey, why do you think you dreamed about this gravestone?
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
Admiral Tharn said that if I found you, I should ask if you'll help us with Elsewhere's dragon problem.
Dragons? I have battled with dragons. You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
Okay. What are you exactly?
Didn't we go over this? I'm a chivalrous knight. Oh, you mean the pale and dashing complexion? Well, I'm a soul shriven, a denizen of lovely Cold Harbor. I'm the oldest of my kind and a sort of role model, at least for those who haven't gone feral.
Why are you wearing a pot on your head?
It's called a helmet, I'll have you know. The proper headgear for a daring knight, not at all as pedestrian as the foppery you're adorned with. Sorry, old chap, your attire is perfectly adequate. Suits you to a tittle, really does.
I love the way he talks. Goodbye. All right. I know there's ways of checking what other. Right. Let's see. I want to see what other quests I have. I think it's in my journal. I think. Is it quests? Quest journal. So just yeah, here we go. So I just have two. The you'll see this one has a big diamond, so it says zone story. So that means that's the main storyline. Anything else are side quests. So, what do we got? What are we going to do? Well, let's, since the Defense Force's main, let's go ahead and get the Ruddy Fang retrieval. Where did she say she was? Oh, she's in Riverhold. So we were already there, so we'll go back to this then. Alright, which way? Check the map, see how far away we gotta go. Oh, not far at all. And see, there's a dragon. And I really don't feel like going after it. Well, you know what? How far away is it? Is this... You know what? If we can get there and I can get at least like one shot in, if it'll let me, I may not be able to. I may be too low level. I honestly do not remember. Oh, that's not the dragon I was talking about. I just found the Defense Force outpost. But that dragon way back in the distance, that's the one I was talking about. So it looks like I'm going to have to go through here, so it's main quest line anyways. Oh well, we'll have more than enough time to see these dragons, so I guarantee you there will be lots of dragon battles ahead. Now we're going to check in here. Flint. Seasoning. Like I said, anything, as long as it's not red, it will tell you if you're going to steal it. Sometimes it may take us a half a second. Alright, so. Yeah, I know I'm going in and I'm taking everybody's junk. Alright, well, here's a person that's... Oh, there's Abner Tharn already. But let's look right around here. Alright. We'll talk to Abner. Ooh, wait, that's curious. Oh, it's just a healer. Okay, now here's the thing. Now, what I was talking about, drink. See? There's a cup there with a purple liquid in it. Watch, I'm going to take it. I just took what was inside the cup. Here's a chest over here. Let's see if there's something I can get out of there. Homespun sash. Light armor, it can at least be deconstructed. Let's see, I'm not going to go down there. So, alright, now we're going to talk to Mr. Tharn.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abner Tharn and not, well, some lesser mage.
You defeated a dragon?
I discouraged it. But not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
You were right. It was Cadwell. He was drawn to an old grave of someone called the Betrayer.
The Betrayer? There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to harm me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support?
Legends of Kunzari?
Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwell.
Cadwell agreed to help, but you should know he's been having some strange dreams.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns?
Alright, this may be a duplicate conversation. If it is, I'll just exit out. You mentioned the legends of Kunzari?
Kunzari.
Yep. He was going to say the exact same thing. That happens sometimes. They just reword it. The selection. So sometimes you'll click on something and they'll say something that you've already heard. Alright. I think they just change it because that way it fits better into the conversation. But here's Chimera.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead. And then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Walker. It truly does.
What can I do to help?
The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet.
Why can't you order the retreat?
Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters. Document we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker.
Are these documents really that important?
They are vital to our efforts to free Rimen from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
I'll find the documents, deliver them to Nalado, and meet you south of the camp. Okay. So, let's see. Looks like a couple of them are really close. Let's come up here, see if there's anything worth. And yes, you may wonder why I keep getting some of this stuff, because crafting supplies, you will need them later on. There will be, well, not necessarily need. There will be a time after you're trained in the different crafting types that you can go and do daily crafting quests, and you make certain things, and then you get rewarded. Now, I don't know if you saw, while I was fighting that last one, he brought a big red, like, I don't know, almost like a red carpet that I was standing in. That meant he was going to do some type of charge attack. So, if I didn't get out of the way, he was going to knock me down. Now, there's a red aura around here, which probably means if I step into it, I'll take some kind of damage, but I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah, see, I'm taking a little bit of damage. Oh, and it's slowing me down. Alright, it wore off. It was just a debuff spell by one of the undead. Over here? I heard somebody. I want to search these urns. Got another lockpick. Oops. Get that skeleton way out there. Dead. Okay, so looks like there's one, a mail sack up here. Ooh, he's dead. A zombie. the zombie puked on you. That's what that was going to be. Maybe that's what that. I was going to say maybe that's what that skeleton was going to do, but that wouldn't make any sense. Ooh, a necromancer. So let's go ahead and give him the exploding skeleton thing. Oh, I was going to say, where'd he go? But I killed him. Alright. Alright. Crates. Barrels. Just a regular sack. Alright, let's go check the camp. Aw. And, I mean, just because, you know, I'm streaming doesn't mean I'm going to, you know, stop playing the way I normally would. I mean, I'm not going to do things that's going to drag on and on and on. But, you know, for the most part, I'm going to do things the way I've always done it. Which is like, you know, checking containers for, you know, lootable items. Just wanted to see if they were going to... Oh, I didn't see that one. Flesh fly larva. Oh, okay, he had flesh flies around him. Sometimes if you find corpses and whatever, there'll be like a little swarm of small flies, flesh flies, and you just use them for you use them for fishing bait. Mail sack. List of sympathizers. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a book. And see how that one's glowing? That one is a like a special tome, so it might upgrade it to something. Hear that thunk? That might have been important, especially since it made that sound. But anyways, we are going to go to the next. Okay, so we're gonna have to go down this way, which means the bad guys have probably respawned, so we're gonna have to be careful. He just had flesh fly larvae on him. I thought maybe there were actual flesh flies. That's unusual. No. Iron gauntlets. I'm gonna have to find something to list of safe houses. Find a way to get rid of some of this stuff that she has, even if I have to throw it away. Okay, a lot of enemies. Oh, okay, so that's what they were gonna do. And kind of like a large arrow volley. So I just got caught in that one. Ooh, I didn't see you. Oh, I don't know if you noticed that. See, cooking fire. It shows that you can use it. If you've learned how to cook, then that's, you know, what you would do that for. Making food and drinks. Okay, so I have to go this way. Oh. I do that a lot. I don't pay attention exactly where I'm going. And I end up aggroing enemies. was getting ready to do something I was going to regret. Okay, so there's one there. Okay, so there's another one. Oh, goody. A bone flayer and a necromancer.
Destroy!
Well, somebody said destroy him. I have no idea who it was, but somebody said it. Okay, now you can check the cooking fires, not to use them, but sometimes there is actually food on there that you can take. So, there's that. Poultry. Corn. Ooh, a jewelry box. Pewter ring of reduced spell cast. Ooh, so I've got another one of those now. Nice. Melon basket. Seasonings. What's over here? Backpack. Nickel. And a heavy sack, which I said before is kind of a community container. Alright, mail sack. Spy correspondence. Okay, so I need one more. Okay, get rid of the zombie. Was that another player? It was. That's weird. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, it didn't show his name. Thought that was kind of unusual. Skeletal brute, huh? I'm not going that way, but... Okay, let's go... Oop! There. Oh, there's a skeletal brute if I wanted to fight one. Oh, I got injured. There it goes. Okay, where is it then? Oh, must be... Oh, whoops. Uh-oh. That was weird. My sound was cutting out. In my headset was popping. Ooh, look, a drink. Watch it, me make it disappear. And my headset's popping again. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if maybe... Well, this is an older headset. I don't know if I want to take any of this stuff. It's probably not worth anything. I'll leave it. She doesn't have that much stuff, much room in her inventory anyways. Oh, I didn't see him. Sounded like I got shot with an arrow when there wasn't anybody shooting an arrow. Make sure there's nothing in here, and it doesn't matter. I tried not to aggro them, and I did anyways. I hate that thing. Whatever it is on the ground, once you're in it, it slows you down, so you're constantly taking damage. Was it worth it? Not really. Alright, where were we? Right, we were headed this way. Yipe! I wasn't paying attention. It's like, where'd he come from? I can do it without your help, dude. Unless he's following me around. If so, I'll give him a second while I go and dispatch this one. Destruction staff increased to 7. I don't know if he's like riding my coattails or what. Which, I mean, sometimes that's a good thing. Oop, drink. And another drink. Mail sack, that's weird. But I could have clicked on it when I wouldn't even had my cursor over it. Right, intelligence reports. Find Captain Naldo. Hopefully he's not too far away. Because I still need to make it back to that town. Which I know will be there. That's not going to be an issue. Yipe! How did that happen? How did he not see me? That was weird. Oh, he summoned one. That was tricky. So he's up there. So that means I gotta go this way. And that's where that one brute was. Okay, so he's in here somewhere. Hello? Oh.
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them?
Nice. All right.
This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here?
I am Raven Shadowspeaker. Chimera asked me to recover these documents and give them to you.
Bright moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own, Walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life.
Who did she just kill?
That was one of Euraxia, the usurper queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold to consult with Garashri. We must find a way to go on.
How long has Euraxia been employing necromancers?
Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumak Fum, has been with her for some time. We recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Chimera. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
I'll find Abnortharn and pass along the message. And my headset keeps popping. It's never done it before. I mean, just in use like this. So, I mean, it would do it when I first tried starting a stream, when I was being taught how to get it set up, I should say. It would do a lot of popping. And I know I need to get a new headset because this one's old, but I did buy a new one and it was a piece of garbage. So I'm going to have to find another one eventually. But let's go talk to Abnortharn. That's a little bit more pressing. That looks like something. Yep. Some jute. There he is. What's he staring at? Maybe that temple? Probably. Hello, Abner.
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the camp will return today. Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought?
I found the documents and gave them to Nalado. She went to Riverhold to confer with Garashri.
I must join them there. The Khajiiti forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Garashri prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, concerns me.
Nalado said Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumog Foom, recently brought his followers to elsewhere.
Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Foom and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location.
You know that I'm a necromancer, right?
I've dabbled with the dark arts myself and have no objection to practitioners who want to explore the limits of death and undeath. No. I am more concerned about those mages of any stripe who use their powers to harm and destroy.
I haven't come across this before, where your class is mentioned in dialogue. Because my main character is a dragon knight, and I don't think that's ever been mentioned. This is like the second time it's actually been brought up in dialogue that my character's a necromancer. So that's kind of cool. I can track down the source of the necromantic power.
Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain.
Is this the first time a dragon has aided Euraxia's forces?
In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone.
I'll track down the source of the undead in the western mountains and keep an eye out for Chimera.
Find the source of this army of undead, and if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Goresh Ree would be lost without me.
Chimera didn't say where she was going?
In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back to Riverhold.
Goodbye. Alright, so now we're at find the source of the undead. So let's check the map to see where we have to go. Alright, so we have to go all the way over here for that. But we can also go back into Riverhold for that Ruddy Fang retrieval, and probably get rid of some of our stuff. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And so I need to... Is it this road? And then go north. So it's this way. I'll get it figured out eventually. Run past the bad guys. Ooh, that could have gotten ugly. Oh, that is going to get ugly. That's going to sting. Yeah, I don't want to have to fight my way out. So let's... Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. You know, but if I can avoid it, that's what I'm gonna... Yipe! Oh, you didn't jump. I just want to get somewhere so I can see exactly where I'm headed now. Okay. That way, but... I think I shot myself in the foot here. Yeah, sometimes I'll do that. I'll try to get to a certain area and I will go the wrong... Whoa! Oh boy, this is going to get ugly. Jeez, there's so many of them. Wow. I want to go and loot this one. Okay, I got 2 people watching. Hey. Alright. I don't know why it's still stuck on Amrithard. What is that doing? It almost looks like that the game is just like way behind, I guess. Ah. There's a Bone Colossus. I don't know if I should try picking on that. I probably shouldn't. Let's find a safe place. How much money do I have? Oh, let's see. Gold. 1,500. That's more than enough. I'm just gonna fast travel because I've got it unlocked, so I can. See, it says Wilberhold Way Shrine. It says press A to recall here. Cost 45. I'm gonna do it because sometimes that's all you can do. I wonder if the stream is still doing this. I'm gonna have to give me a minute because it looked like the stream sitting on Facebook wasn't going anywhere. So I need to find out where it is first and see if it's, because it looked like it stopped. It's okay, it's just way behind. I think it's catching, it's for some reason the stream is just behind. So anyways, at least it's running. That's the important thing. Alright, so now we're going to head back into town. Let's see. Forgot I can zoom in. Alright, since I have enough, more than enough, I'm going to go ahead and talk to the stable master and rank up.
You must truly have an eye for the best to seek out my mounts, Luke.
Okay, view stable. And so I can either select speed, stamina, or carry capacity. So for right now, since I'll be doing a lot of explain, let's go ahead and increase your carry capacity. Alright, and I'm going to switch my quests. I don't know if you noticed, but in the upper right hand corner, the quest title changed. That's because I set what what I was concentrating on, so I could turn in that one quest. We'll pick up the others here in a bit. Okay, so we are going into the Banished Regrets Inn. Oh yeah, one of the places where there's a singer. We'll go look at her and listen to her for a few seconds. This might be one of the songs that they sing about Kunzari. Or Moon Sugar. Different camera angles. Alright, enough that. And here's... Well, I wonder if we can talk to him if he'll let us. Let's see.
Misael thought about joining the Order of the Sun Kaj when he was a younger Khajiit. With all those rules, the adepts must follow? Who has the patience for that?
Goodbye. So we got to talk to one of the giant cats. Alright, so we have to see... Yep, see, we could... Yeah, that would be stealing. So we obviously don't want to do that. Now, you can search all bookshelves anywhere, as far as I know. So that's what we're going to do. I think it dings if you... if it does anything for you. I just want to make sure I'm not in the wrong spot. Wardrobe, lockpick, cupboard, bookshelves. Yeah, I'll just zip through the bookshelves. And look, here's a trunk with some stuff in it. Ooh, here's a book. What is this? Oh, nightstand. Wardrobe. It's kind of weird. I can still hear her singing so loud from upstairs. But that's okay. I don't mind. Uh-oh. My inventory's full. So as long as I don't hit anything that I... There it goes. It says my inventory's full. So I have to get rid of something. So let's see. Actually, what I could do, maybe, is put stuff in this trunk. If it'll let me... Will it let me open it? Nope. Oh, once it's empty, it won't let me store stuff. I never really tried. How about that? Will it let me put stuff in there? Probably not. Nope. Alright. So... Oh, wait. There should be a vendor in here somewhere. Let's go back downstairs, if I can remember where the stairs are. Okay, I do believe there is a vendor. Here we go. Innkeeper.
I accept of times in the benched regrets. I truly do. But that wood elf bard keeps tracking mud on my clean floors.
Store. Alright, so I'm not wanting to buy, I'm wanting to sell. So let's see. Trash. Yeah, and see all these necklaces, since I don't... They're just nothing. So we'll get rid of everything that says 0 on it. Because I don't... Yeah, stamina recovery, we don't need... Whoops. We don't need anything for stamina recovery. Magic recovery, I don't think it's going to go to that point. Let's see. I'll save these things. Right now, I'm just going to save foods that deal with health. I did that already. Apparently not. We'll get rid of all the glyphs because we're not trained yet to actually use them. Yeah. Obviously, if it's not worth anything, why keep it? Let's see. And she's not trained, so she can't undo anything. I thought she was wearing something like that. Huh. I'll hold on to it for the moment. Let's see, there's my potions. Slowly getting more. There's my soul gems. Keep lockpicks. Always keep lockpicks. And we'll just get rid of this until we can actually find some decent keep the bow. Let's see. Well, we're down to 27. Let's see. Oh, definitely keep that. Then keep the repair kits. Oh, we got trophies. Oh, I think we turned those in. Okay. So we're good for now. All right. Well, there's somebody to talk to, maybe. Let's see if he'll say anything to us. Torque.
People keep asking if I like some meat. You know what? I would. And don't add none of that moon sugar syrup to it neither. Ugh.
Goodbye. Yeah, moon sugar is the main crop in elsewhere. It's basically cane sugar that is either planted or harvested by moonlight. Here's what's her face? Elania, whatever.
Hey, you came. Did the Ruddy Fangs still have my things?
I was able to recover what they took from you.
This means a lot, really. I don't have much left to remember him by. The things in this pack and the condolences of the Legion paymaster every month when I collect his due. Take the gold. I don't need it. You've more than earned it.
Complete quest.
I didn't really expect anyone to help a Legion widow out here. The Khajiit don't have much love for the Empire these days. Besides, they've got enough of their own problems. Dragons and usurpers and undead. This whole world's coming apart.
What will you do now?
I'm going to make a small memorial shrine over my hearth. If I still have a hearth. I won't know until there's a break in the fighting long enough that I can get home. I barely avoided a battle between the Dominion and the Covenant on the way here.
Better luck the rest of the way. Right. So, that's all that. And that little symbol on the door just means you have quests outside. Which, unless you just don't have any quests at all, you're always going to see that symbol. So, it looks like, from where I'm standing, there are 2 available quests to pick up. You can see that up at the top of the screen on the compass bar, or whatever they call that. So, we'll go to the closest one, which is this person here.
Greetings,
Oh,
Walker.
goodness.
Have you a moment to speak?
This is a long one. Mizik Thunderboots. Let's check the other one out first. God, some of these guys are huge. Look at the size of him compared to Mizik. It's just ridiculous how big some of these guys are. Alright, so there's... Below? How is that? Oh, she must be inside a building in the basement or something. Yeah, I think she might be in... Well, she's somewhere. Gotta find out where she's at. Oh, here we go. I think she's down. Is she down in here? House of Histories. Yep. This is where I needed to go. And... at least I think so. Maybe not. Wait. There's a door. Ah, there we go.
We don't have a choice, Izanji.
And what? You expect us to just stroll into an Akaviri crypt? Be reasonable.
Well, if we don't recover those mural pieces, who will?
Alright. Now we'll talk to... Oh. Araya?
Welcome to the House of Histories. You'll find no grander collection of curiosities and memorabilia in all of Elsewhere. I would offer you a tour, but we're currently investigating a most unfortunate theft.
What was stolen?
An ancient mural called the Ridana di Renada, otherwise known as the Song of Kingdoms. It chronicles the time when Elsewhere was 16 united kingdoms working in harmony. Unfortunately, it was shattered when the kingdoms entered into conflict.
So the mural is broken?
Yes, into exactly 16 pieces.
What a coincidence.
My brother and I found and restored each and every one. And then, just as we were about to put all the pieces together again, they were stolen. Who would even do such a thing?
I can help you find the missing mural pieces.
Thank you for offering to help.
Oddly enough, the thief did leave a note mentioning a grave of snake men. I suspect it refers to the tomb of the serpents, an old Akaviri crypt. Hopefully that is where you will find the missing pieces.
Tell me more about the mural you were restoring.
The Rithana di Rinala was created during a time of peace between the 16 kingdoms. It represented the unity of the Khajiiti people.
But you said it was shattered.
The peace between the kingdoms did not last. The mural was shattered into 16 pieces, one for each kingdom. No one knows how it was so perfectly broken. Was it the clan leaders? Perhaps punishment from divine spirits? It is all a mystery.
Why do you want to restore the mural now?
Elsewhere faces many dangers now. More than ever, the Khajiit must band together. I hoped that the Rithana di Renada would inspire just that. After all, it represents a time when all Khajiit lived in harmony.
You told me the thief left a clue. Don't you find that strange?
Yes, it is. But that clue is all we have at the moment. It actually reminds me of the old Khajiiti legend, Rajin and a Trail of Ink. Perhaps our thief is a fan of the trickster god. Wouldn't be too surprising.
So yeah, mentioned their trickster god last stream, so this is where this comes into play. Who is Rajin?
He was a renowned thief who possessed the ring of Khajiiti, which allowed him to be invisible, silent, and quick. He ascended to become an immortal trickster god and patron to thieves. Rajin and the Trail of Ink is but one of his many legends.
Can you tell me the tale?
Many moons ago, when Rajin was still but a thief and not yet a god, he met a beautiful soldier named Captain Nasuna. He was captivated by Nasuna's beauty and skill, but she scorned all of his advances. So, Rajin set out to woo her.
How did he woo her?
Nasuna guarded a merchant's estate. 5 times Rajin entered this estate, stealing an item and hiding it elsewhere. He left clues behind for the captain, daring her to recover what he stole. And each time she prevailed, for she was as clever as he.
How is that supposed to woo her?
Rajin was proving himself. By stealing these items, he showed his cunning. By hiding them away, he showed his honor. By leaving clues, he showed his respect. And it worked. Nasuna was won over and agreed to be his lover.
But what does that have to do with your thief leaving a clue behind?
As I've said, many thieves wish to emulate the great Rajin. Leaving clues at the scene of the crime is one way to demonstrate their cleverness. Perhaps it is so with whoever stole the mural. Let us hope.
Tell me more about the mural you were restoring. Hopefully this isn't a repeat.
The Rithana di Rinala was created during a time...
Yep, it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk to Izanji.
You have agreed to help us. Oh, thank John and Jode. Patrons have been few and far between of late. We need that mural if the House of Histories is to keep its doors open.
Goodbye. Now, I believe I have 2 pieces, so I'm going to try talking to Araya again. If not, then I'm going to approach the wall.
Thank you for offering to help. Oddly enough, the thief did leave a note mentioning a great...
Alright, so that's weird, so, alright. Rithana di Renada. Place. Yep, there went a piece right there. I believe. Or should have. Or I would place both pieces. Because there's one piece right here, up at the top, second, and then the 4th place. Alright. Hey, while we're down here, bookshelves. you hear that? See? Enchanting increased by 2. It was a drum. Skill line gained. Enchanting. See, now I don't have to be trained as an enchanter, I don't imagine, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm still gonna have to, I think I'll probably still have to do it anyways. But see, that's why you should never pass up a bookshelf. Because you just never know when one of them is going to do that for you. Star medal. Alright, I'm going to try talking to her one more time since I actually placed 2 pieces. Who is that? Is that a player? Yep, that's a player. Alright, let's see if she says anything.
Thank you for offering to help. Oddly enough.
Nope. Okay, oh. I'm like, how do I get out? Alright, I'm not going to do the serpents yet. At least I don't. We'll probably, we'll find either no pieces or 1. Because actually, to be honest, I don't think I found all 13 pieces when I played the first time. So, I'm not sure. What is that? Which one is that? Mizik. Alright, we're gonna do this one with Mizik, even though it's somewhat of a long, if I remember right, it was long. I don't mean it's gonna take like 2 or 3 days, but it was kind of a lengthy quest, but he's a trip.
A crowded marketplace, a chance meeting, unexpected, unannounced, and perhaps just the thing this one needs to solve a most curious investigation. Mizik Thunderboots, at your service.
Greetings. You mentioned an investigation?
An abduction, to be precise. No ransom, no demands, no obvious suspects or motives. Just a heartbroken father and a missing young lady. But that is why Mizik was hired, yes? He steps in when all other justice fails.
So you've been hired to find someone?
Correct. This one searches for Zinthia, daughter of Ishu. However, Mizik's inquiries have led to nothing but dead ends. And with the young lady's safety on the line, the sooner this investigation is solved, the better.
I can help you with your investigation.
A chance meeting turned fated partnership. Fortuitous for this one, yes? You should speak to Ishu first. See if he has any new information for us. His house is just south of the marketplace. Can't miss it.
Tell me about being an investigator.
Mizik Thunderboots is a Khajiit of action. Well, he does not wish to merely boast of his prowess. This one aims to prove such skill. Just as soon as we have a little more to go, of course.
You seem pretty confident. Why do you need my assistance?
This one will confess, while Mizik is confident in his skills of investigation, he struggles with the more alarming situations his line of work often entails. Such as when large people threaten him with very sharp daggers.
Someone threatened you?
Not this investigation, thank the moons. Well, not yet. That is where your expertise comes along, yes? Your bravery. This one's cunning, and the few good leads are all we need to solve this mystery.
Fair enough. I was also curious about your rather interesting name.
It is a good name, no? Mizik Thunderboots. When scoundrels hear the footsteps of his boots, they will quake in fear.
Doesn't seem like the best quality for an investigator to have.
Oh, well, perhaps you are right. Not very subtle, is it?
I want to know more about our client Ishu.
He is a humble Khajiit of moderate wealth. Seems to keep to himself. No enemies, no debts. No reason why he would be targeted. Yet just a few days ago, his daughter, Zinthia, was taken in the dead of night.
And you mentioned there's been no ransom?
If Mizik did not know better, he would say that it was an intimidation tactic. Perhaps even an act of revenge against Ishu. But who would wish this cruelty against such a kind Khajiit?
And the town guards have been no help?
They outright dismissed Ishu's claim, believing that the young lady has merely run away. A most vexing call, truth be told. From all that Ishu has told this one, Zentia is a most sweet Jakajit, not one to make her father worry.
Tell me about your career as an investigator.
Mizik Thunderboots is a Khajiit of action.
There we go. Alright, so let's talk to Ishu. Mizik Thunderboots. It's not too often we get to climb a ladder. And there's a kitty cat playing, well, a couple of kitty cats. There was a blue thing on the floor by them, was there not? And I don't mean the little butterfly they were playing with. It looked like there was a lantern or something. Oh well, that's neither here nor there. Ishu.
Are you here about this one, Cynthia? Has she been found?
I'm working with Mizik to find your daughter. Any details you can share would help.
Yes, of course. Cynthia was taken in the dead of night. This one has received no ransom, yet he fears the worst. She is a very beautiful Jakajit, you see. Ishu believes that the captors may mean to sell her.
I don't know what Jakajit is. It might mean young, or it might mean young female. I don't know. I don't know if it's explained. I'm sure if I looked up lore, I could find out what it means, but it's not that important. At least not right now. Alright, does she have any identifying features?
Cynthia has a long, glossy coat, soft as the richest of silks. Her eyes are bright yellow, like the honeyed moons. And she always wears a gold necklace.
And there's no one you suspect? Or perhaps someone who may have seen what happened?
No suspects, no, but someone who may have spotted something? There is a wood elf who tends to stay up well into the night, always singing and dancing, that one. If anyone saw something unusual the night Zentia was taken, it might be her.
Alright, I'll try talking to the singing wood elf.
The wood elf's name is Mel? Yes, that's it. Mel the musical, she always calls herself. You can usually find her toward the north end of town near the sand gardens. Ishu will pray for your swift success.
I have a few questions if you don't mind.
To help find this one's darling Zentia, Ishu will answer any question you ask.
Tell me more about the singing wood elf.
Mel arrived in Riverhold a few seasons ago. Makes a living begging for gold as she sings and dances. She has woken up Ishu more than once banging that drum of hers. Still, we chat occasionally. She is kind, if not a bit eccentric.
A bit eccentric?
Mel does not have a home in the traditional sense, so you will often find her sleeping in the stables and bathing in the public fountains. But who is Ishu to judge, eh? We all have our oddities.
Tell me more about Zenthia.
Zenthia is a willful child. A tad spoiled, this one admits. Ishu dotes on her. The town guard, they do not understand. They say, perhaps she has wandered off, they say. Perhaps she is lost. Such foolishness. How can they be so uncaring?
Don't worry. Mizik and I won't give up.
Thank you. Thank you. May bright moons light your path. Ishu will prepare a feast for Zinthia's return, yes? Perhaps some fish. Ah, yes. Fish is her favorite. This one can already hear her contented purrs.
Cracks me up. Wardrobe, anything in there? A lockpick. It's amazing how in some of these games you can just walk right into somebody's house, take, and just take stuff like I'm doing now, and it not get you in trouble. There's kitties everywhere. And see, these are all domestic cats. They're the non-intelligent, or not the extremely intelligent ones. They can't talk. Well, they meow. You know what I mean. All right, so we are headed to find Mel the musical. Do, do, do. Only the finest wares here. Oh, so I have to find Mel. Is Mel in the fountain? No. I don't remember where Mel is, to be honest. It did say above, so let's keep looking. No, that's an adept. Okay, can't go in there. There's stairs. I honestly cannot remember. Ooh. Is that what I think it is? Oh, no. Oh, just this hiding spot. There, you can hide from people. I don't know why you would. There must be an associated quest. Bread and drink. So there must be a quest with that. There are some quests that you go on where you have to be stealthy and you have to hide. And places like that will come in handy. And it's downright ridiculous. You could have somebody chasing you and they could be like a couple of feet behind you. You hop in there, they're not going to find you. Which I never did understand. Alright, where is Mel? Above. Okay. Where? How am I missing this person? Maybe this way? Oh, there we go. It's like, what is that? Just a... just want to check to make sure it wasn't one of those tablets. Alright, there's Mel.
Salutations. Mel the musical at your service. Are you here for a performance?
I'm actually investigating the abduction of Ishu's daughter.
Ishu? The Khajiit with all the cats? That old coot is sweet as honey jagger, but a bit off if you ask me. Shame about his daughter, though. No one should have to go through that.
Do you know anything that might help the investigation?
If you're looking for trouble, Tajiri's your girl. I've seen her with all sorts of indecent folk lately. Always shifty eyes on those ones, I tell ya. She tends to spend a lot of time behind the stables lately, if you catch my drift.
I'll head to the stables next then.
Very good then. And hey, if you're looking for some entertainment for your next soiree, make sure to seek me out. You won't regret it.
Let's see if she's got more to say. Tell me more about Tajiri.
She's a gambler with a lot of friends in a lot of places. And you know, who am I to judge? Business is business after all. But as of late, she just seems to be getting more and more suspicious. In fact, there's been a lot of that in Riverhold.
A lot of what?
Suspicious activity. People who I ain't ever seen before, going about town at all hours. I mean, I may stay up well past most people's bedtime, but I'm a musician, comes with the territory. And these new folks aren't bards, that's for sure.
Goodbye. Yeah, that was kind of roundabout to try to find her, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. Well, I want to say we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, but I don't remember exactly what time I started. When, I had started a stream without changing the title. So, we'll still go on for a bit. I don't know why I'm doing it on foot. Jeez, look at this. Look at this. Look at the size of him compared to her. Look at that. Is that like the craziest thing you've ever seen? There, I'll try to get her at a walk. Look at that. She is waist high to him. This is just insane. There are we'll come across several Khajiit that are like tower over you. I mean, even my main tune. I think you can. I don't know if you can adjust their height. I think you probably you can adjust their height. I made him as tall as you could, and still there are some that absolutely tower over him. Cause see, look at her height compared to the stable master. It looks like she might be an inch or two taller than him. Still, beyond crazy. Search behind the stables, and I went in the stables. Oops. The shot. Well, what's this? Just a sack and a barrel and a Tajiri's note. Let's see. Seems our old badger friend is napping again. Maybe we should pay him a visit. The trip could prove sweeter than you think. Signed T. Talk to Mizik.
Saw you heading this way. Find anything of interest?
Saw me heading this way. No, you didn't. Talk.
Oh, the stables, Walker?
I found this hidden note. I suspect the gambler Tajiri wrote it.
Oh, looks to be a code. A napping badger, eh? Sounds familiar. Ah, yes. The sleeping badger is a rock formation just south of Riverhold. But this bit about the sweet trip, that Mizik doesn't understand.
Could be worth investigating this rock formation, at the very least.
Mizik will mark it on your map, Walker. Feel free to lead the way. And perhaps this is a good time to mention that this one is not so skilled in violent situations, should trouble find us. But that is where your expertise comes in handy, yes?
Got it. Let's head to the Sleeping Badger Rock Formation. Alright, so it is that direction, but let's check the map and see where it is. Alright, that must be it. Yep. So now I'll show you a quicker way to get there. And I don't mean by running. We're going to go up to this way shrine here. She ran. Right. And then we are going to zoom in, and we're going to go to this way shrine here, just so you can see how, how fast travels work. Or, that's considered a fast travel. And here I am. And where... Oh, it's that way, so now we're going to mount up. See, we are right near a couple of places where the dragons go. When the dragon feeding grounds, or hunting grounds, I mean, let me get up here. See that big rock in the background with all that temple and stuff? Down at the base, that's a hunting ground, and there's one out there a ways. There's no dragons, so we're not going to go. But in our travels, should there be one, we'll go in and at least, throw a couple attacks in, because that's all we need to do is make some kind of, damage it some, and then we'll get rewarded when it dies. Oh, I was going to say, she just kind of vanished. I can yaw, too. Alright, now I know there's stuff that can be harvested. So let's come up here. Oh, there's a harpy. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably going to have to fight harpies. Maybe. If I can get away. Uh-oh. Alright, the harpy's not following, so investigate the camp. What do we have? Ready Fang Watchers. And you can always tell they're enemies because there's a red aura around them when you put your cursor on them. And there's Mizik creeping into the shot. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and take these guys out.
Music is all right.
Oh, that Mizik is all right. Well, I am just so relieved to learn that he is unharmed.